So if I expand this, just click and you can expand. So you can come to second level of the window. The second level of the window is showing region, month and sales, which shows East total, North total, South total and West total along with the grand total. If I come to the third level, it shows individual record. This is how you can use a subtotal. So you can also remove the subtotal if you don't require. Remove all. So the levels are completely removed, and the group and ungroup icons also it is removed. So before doing the subtotal, first you have to sort your data. Sort the data with data tab. Use the sort. Then click on subtotal. At each changes in select as region. What is the function you want to use? I want to add subtotal to sales. Select replace current subtotal, page break between the groups, summary below the data. Finally, you have to click OK to get your subtotal as well as grand total of each level. So if you don't want this, come back to your subtotal, remove all. It becomes as normal data. Any doubts? A table which shows the product name and how much is the quantity you purchase, what is the rate the product includes. So totally the quantity into rate is equal to quantity into rate, become as 3,250. This is the total price. If the same thing, if I want to apply for these quantities, for 100, how much is a quantity? For 150, how much? For 200, how much? For 250, how much is a quantity? You can find out. So with the help of, again, I'll just select this range. What if analysis? So you can go for data table. So I'm just using the column input cell. Sorry, I'm selecting along with the answer. So equals quantity divided by, into rate. So I got the 3,250 is the total price. So when I compare to the same price for 100 quantity, 150 quantity, 200 and 250 quantity, so go to what if analysis, data table, So column input cell is the 50 quantity for first one what we find it. So for the rest of the answer. So I just use the same area, but not only the column which I require, including the quantity column, we will select it. So I select including the quantity column, go to what if analysis, data table. So which has to be repeat the column which repeats a quantity, 100 quantity, 150, 200, 250 for the quantity. When I use the same rate, 65 is the rate. So for 65, 50 quantity, it is 3,250. Same rate for 100 quantity, it is 6,500. Same rate for 150 quantity is 9,750. For 200, it is 13,000. Like this, it just multiplies and gives you. This is with the help of data tables. You got it? I just use quantity column and the rate column. So my quantity is 50 and the rate is 65. You know that. So what is the price for these? So prices is equal to quantity into rate is the price. So you can change any of the values here. That changes in your details automatically. See. So if today's product price is 90. So for 100 quantities, how much? 150, how much? 200 is how much? It will gives you automatically. In the same way, I just in the next line, the remaining quantity I will find out. For 100, how much? For 75, how much? For 150, how much? For 200, how much? 250, 300, like this. First, we will fill the quantity column. Including the quantity and rate, what we got for the first answer, you select this answer along with the quantity. The same formula should be repeat for even 100 quantity, 150 quantity, 200, 250 also. So then what I do, I go for what if analysis, data table. It is asking row input cell and column input cell. So here I want the information column wise. So column wise changes in what? Changes in quantity. I click changes in quantity is 50 and click OK. That is 86 into 100 is 8,600. 86 into 150 is 12,900. Just multiplies each and display the answers. If you change its price, directly it will affect for all. So I change the prices 25. I change the prices 100. Any doubts in this? This is called as data table. The final touch for this data is your spelling and grammar check. So F7 is a shortcut key for spelling and grammar. You can press F7 is the shortcut key for spelling and grammar check. So we done the error mistakes, error checking in a similar way. For spelling check, we have F7 is a shortcut. So do you want to continue checking at the beginning of the sheet? Yes. If any changes from the beginning, it shows from the beginning of the sheet. Do you want to change these changes? You can change. Otherwise, you can ignore it. I have only two options, ignore and change. I don't have an option called edit. We don't have option edit. But you can still add this in a dictionary. So this spelling check will be, by default, it takes from the dictionary which is installed in your computer at time of downloading or installing your operating system and application software. Okay. So if I just ignore all, so the names and all it is displaying, I just ignore all these. This is how you can check your spelling. So dictionary language also it is taken based on the English United States. Any doubts? Thesaurus will display the synonymous word. So if you want to find the synonymous word based on a selected, so consolidate. What does it mean by consolidate? It gives that other names, union, link, associations, all these are the other names will be displayed by using this thesaurus. Workbook statistics. Statistics is nothing but which gives a count of how many sheets you inserted in this particular workbook. How many tables. So all these informations it will display. See, the current sheet, which end of the sheet is your 098, cells which contains the data, how many tables, how many formulas you used, what are the object you inserted. It may be a dialog box, it may be a chart, image, that is called as object. In this workbook, what are the how many number of sheets is inserted, cells which contains data, tables, see, PO table, formulas, charts, external connections. Do you know what is this external connections? What is it, external connection? Yesterday, day before yesterday only we done that. Very good. So from get external data is a command we use to get the data from outside of your workbook. It may be from the notepad, it may be from the MS Access or web page. So it is called as get external data or external connections. So 5 external connections are inserted in this workbook. This is what the statistics is going to check. Translate is a command which helps to translate the different language. The selected sentence or the word will be translated in the required language. So whichever the language you want to translate, you can translate. Japanese, Italian, German, French language. Even you can also check with the different languages also. These are the. So if you want the same thing to be appear in your cell, there is an option called insert. So click on insert, it's going to insert in your cell. So this is how you can change your language. You can insert any comment boxes. I hope the comment boxes be done while we are doing clear comments. So this is just a tooltip which is given to the cell. So click on insert comment. See, the comment boxes will always display at the triangle shape of the cell. That red color triangle shape at the top of your cell will display the comment boxes. You can hide and you can display the comment box. You can write some information on this comment boxes. N number of comment boxes can be inserted. You can show all your comment boxes. You can hide. You can go for previous comment box. Next comment box. You can also edit if you want. You can also delete it. If you don't want, you can delete your comment boxes. Protect sheet, protect workbook and all be done. Another view, we have three different type of views. That is normal is a default view, page break, preview, page layout view. In normal view, I cannot be see the page break as well as the header and footer. Page layout view, I can see the page break as well as the header and footers. Page break preview. This shows that how many pages is going to print. This is helpful completely for your printing options. So number of pages is showing page number 1, page number 2, page number 3. So only for this data, I don't want to waste a page. So see, I have totally 6, 7, 8, 9 pages is going to print. So this I can minimize, I can maximize according to the user requirement. So I just scroll this line to end. This blue color line, I will scroll at the end. So it just reduces the page. Other 3 pages we saved. The same way, here I have only 3 lines. So only for these 4 rows, I don't want to waste my 2 pages. See page 3 and page 6. So scroll this line at the end of your edge. So this is going to print the entire information is going to print only in 4 pages. Before it was going to print 9 pages. Now I made this for to be printed 4 pages. This is your page break preview for adjustment at time of printing. So when I press Ctrl P, you can see only 4 pages. So I hope you understand why the page break preview is inserted. So by default, it is normal. So you can also highlight your formula bar and hide the formula bar, highlight your headings and hide the headings, highlight your grid lines and hide the grid lines. 100% is a default zoom. You can also zoom to select. It will just zoom in and display the contents. You can also increase 200% zoom size. You can prepare a duplicate window with the help of new window. See, the same two windows appearing. Class 1 again. The both are same name. Two workbooks are open. This is class 1:1, class 1:2. So duplicate data. So you can also switch between one data to another data with the help of switch window. One workbook to another workbook, you can easily switch. Arrange all. Multiple workbooks can be arranged in tailed order. Freeze pack. This helps to freeze your top row or left column or the specified area. So I just want to freeze this. From text is an entire row. So freeze span, freeze top row. It just freeze the top row. When I scroll up, the first row is constant. It is not scrolling. The remaining is scrolling up. So you can remove this. Unfreeze span. Any doubts in this? In the same way, freeze span, you can go for freeze span. Freeze first column. The first column is freezed now. When I move at the right hand side, the first column is remain the same. It is not moving. It is not scrolling. The remaining are scrolling. You can unfreeze back. Again, the certain areas, still here I don't want to move or scroll. I just click on freeze span, select freeze span, and I scroll up. So till here it is not going to freeze. You can also hide your workbooks and hide your workbooks. Any doubts in this? Some of the commands is also hidden. Whatever it is showing here, it's only the limited commands. Some of the commands is also hidden in the Excel. So with the help of the dialog box launchers, many commands you can see, or you can also see with the help of file menu, more options. Under this options, customize the ribbon. We have a different type of commands available in the list. We just add some commands to quick access toolbar, which is not available in our tabs or ribbons. Okay, so I just select quick access toolbar. Here I just choose commands from, select as all commands. Select as all commands. In this, I have a command called as speak cell. That means whatever is available in the cell, it will be tells with the help of narration. So I just use speak cell. So in the all commands, you have to select the buttons called as speak cell. So you can add to your quick access toolbar list. We added many commands. You may remember the first few classes. So I just adding speak cell command. Speak cells, stop speaking cell also. When speak cells by column wise, by row wise, and speak cells on enter. So these are the commands I added. Speak cell to stop the speaking cell by column wise, by row wise on enter. So in the all commands, we added all these are the extra commands. Click OK. So all these is added into your quick access toolbar list. Is everyone added? So if I select any column wise, if I want to speak the cell, so it is on giving a speaking that what is the information available in the cell. You can stop that. In the same way, row wise. I just want to speak row wise. So you can stop that. This is speak cell. Even it will speak or it will give the narration what you're typing in the cell. For example, I just entered this speak cell on end. So I just entering. So whatever you will type in the cell, that is going to speak with the help of this speak cells on enter. Any doubts in this? Did you all worked on speak cell? Is done. Okay. In the same way, we can also add one more command. I just go back. When you can go for the customize quick access toolbar, click on more commands, all commands, gaining this. I just take one. Form is a command. And a forecast sheet, we have an option called form. take the form command, click add, click OK. Usually what we will do, whenever we are going to add, I just add a new sheet, Shift F11. So I will be keep on typing the information below the column heading. So instead of that, when I select the cell where I need to enter the empty informations and click this form, that appears your columns heading. Say I have one empty column, I just remove this. So you will be having continuous heading. If I click on this form, that shows all the column headings. So if I type here, immediately that information is going to add. I just add serial number is G1. Use tab to move from one field to another field. The name is Divya. The marks. So if I enter, it is going to appear in the cell. This is false. Again, every time a new what form will appear, so you need to keep on enter the information that will add in the next. Any doubts in this? So you can also see the information available in the respective row with the help of form. See what are the information we entered. In this row, what are the marks is available? Okay, I have one empty column. I take this. So immediately form wise it is going to display your information. Any doubts in forms? All of you added? Is added? Any doubts in the form? Dipti, Sneha, Rukia, Jovita, Rekshita. All of you insert the form. Right. Like the same, we can also customize. See, if I keep on adding the command, it becomes more commands in the list. I can also able to create a new tab according to our requirement. That is customization of your ribbon. You can just right click on the ribbon. There is a customize the ribbon. So you can add your own tab in the range. I just click on the new tab. So after the insert, I will click new tab to be appear. See, the new tab is appeared in the list. By displaying new group, I can also add two more groups. Which are the commands are required? I will be adding the frequently used commands I will add inside these groups. We can also rename this tab and group. So rename, click on rename. I just rename as my tab. I will rename the group as group 1. I will rename this group as group 2. I will rename this group as group 3. So finally, if I click OK, I'll be getting an extra tab. So as an extra tab, my tab is appearing with the group heading called as group 1, group 2, group 3, which are the additional commands you added. It's available in your list. So instead of searching the previous tabs, home, insert, page layout, formula, data tab, you can add the frequently used commands in one single tab, and you can use only one tab for your work. That is customization of your ribbon. Any doubts in this customization of ribbon? Is all of it done? So if I don't want to display, so this is only for my work purpose, I just added some commands. For others, I don't want to display this additional tab what I created. So whenever I require, I can highlight. Whenever I don't want, I can disable from the list. See, the my tab is not displaying at present. Again, you want to highlight, go to customize a ribbon, you can highlight it, my tab. If you want to delete, in this meantime, you deleted some customized or defaultly available commands you think. So you just remove the clipboard, you just remove the alignment. Remove. So in the home tab, I'm not getting some few commands which defaultly available. So in that situation, what you will do, you will be going to customize a ribbon, reset, right click, reset tab. It is going to reset your tab. Click OK. Otherwise, you can reset all your customization and remove whatever you created. Reset all customization. You can remove the whatever extra you created, including the quick access toolbar. You can remove that. See, reset all. It is asking delete all ribbon and quick access toolbar customizations for this program. Yes. I just click OK. So whatever we added, this pixel, the forms, the customization of quick access toolbar list, it is also removed. An extra tab also it is removed. It is not even available in our customization of ribbon list also. See, the My tab is not displaying here. Any doubts in this? So till now, whatever we worked, it's all which is already available in the Excel commands. It is already available. We just used. So to something we require some other commands to be appear or some other activity to be done in this particular sheet or workbook. That is called as customization, where you can customize and make your workbook to be work automatically. So you may see that some of the government user forms. So some small forms will be available, buttons will be available. If you click that button, some program is going to execute. So like this, you can also customize your own workbook. And you can prepare that with the help of Visual Basic for Application codings. We have a special feature in the Microsoft, which is only support for your Microsoft, that is called as Visual Basic for Application. It's a programming language introduced in 1996. It's one of the programming language which supports only for Microsoft Office. Either it is in a Word, Excel, PowerPoint, but maximum use in the business word is only based on the Excel, where you can customize with the help of recording and writing a code and make your task to be automated. You can make your task to be automated. That is called as VBA. Understand what is that VBA is? What is VBA stands for? What is VBA stands for? Visual Basic for Application. VBA stands for Visual Basic for Application. So this Visual Basic for Application is a programming language used in Microsoft Office, only in Microsoft Office. This VBA is introduced by Microsoft company in 1996. So if you require to use this, why this VBA is used for? Why the VBA is used for? Visual Basic for Application. VBA stands for Visual Basic for Application. So what is VBA is? Not the full form. Why it is used for? What is a VBA? Right, it is a programming language. So now why this programming language is used? Yes, it supports only for Excel. Sorry, only for Microsoft Office. But why it is used? So this helps to make your workbook to be work easily with the help of the forms. And this is helps to make your work to be automate. To make your task to automate, we are using this VBA. So with the help of customized features. So some features is not there. For example, if I want to protect, see, I know how to protect the sheet. You know, right? All of you know that how to protect the sheet, right? What am I supposed to do to protect the sheet? How do I protect the sheet? Oh my God, within the 5 classes, we are going to complete this. Hmm? You keep on forgetting what we had done the previous classes. Right click on the sheet tab. You have an option called protect sheet. Like the same, all the sheets I can able to protect it. With the same password I can protect. I just right click. I will be select as protect sheet, put a 123 is a password. Same password I can even give for other sheets also. But is it possible to protect all the sheets at a time? Anyways, I'm giving same password, right? So is it possible to protect at a time? Say I select multiple sheets by holding again control key. So scenario summary sheet I selected. I hold control key. Sheet 1 also I selected. Data tab sheet also I selected. GST calculation sheet also I selected. When I right click on the sheet tab, protect sheet is the option is not at all highlighting. I cannot be able to protect all these 4 sheets at a time. So this type of a works can be possible with the help of VBA, Visual Basic for Application. Is it clear? Whichever is not possible in Excel, so that can be made automated with the help of Visual Basic for Application by using codings. There are 2 ways. Either you can write the code or you can able to record your task. Understand this? So now tell me, in which extension name you supposed to save the workbook? What is the extension name? Default extension name to save the workbook? Very good. Excel SX, this is going to save in workbook extension name. But whenever you use VBA coding or you records by using macros, so macros, that is what? VBA, which helps to make your work to be. Some activities will be make it automated with the help of macros. So if you enable macros in your workbook, you're supposed to save in macro enabled workbook format. What is the extension name for macro enabled workbook format? Very good, Rekshita. So you supposed to save when you enable any VB or macros in our Excel, you're supposed to save in Excel SM extension name, macro enabled workbook format only. This is very, very important. If I'm not saving in this extension name, I just save in Excel SX extension name, what happens? Whatever you written the code, whatever you recorded, that will not save in this Excel. It is not going to save in this Excel. That is why you have to always save the macro enabled workbook format on. So now we'll start our VBA by enabling the developer tab. So you can just see your tabs list. I have a home tab, insert, page layout, formula, data, review and view. So under the view tab, even I have a macros. This is helps to record. Even you can able to write some codes with the help of this macros window. No, I need to directly go to the VBA screen only, Visual Basic Editing screen. So you have to enable the developer tab. So developer tab is an extra tool for the VBA screen. So I just going to again enable it from file menu, more options. Other options, you can go for the customize ribbon. The tab is already there in our list. You have to just enable it. The developer tab, you have to highlight it and click OK. So you can see the developer tab. So after enabling the developer tab, the first command under this developer tab is Visual Basic. So this is helps to open your Visual Basic editing screen. So you can also use from the Excel spreadsheet. So you can just use Alt F11. Alt F11 is used to open VBA screen. This is what Visual Basic application editing screen. This is your title. See Microsoft Visual Basic for application. Whichever the workbook you started, what is the extension you already saved? Okay. Next, it is the menu bar. We have a menus like file, edit, whichever we saw in the tabs. Similar way, in the VB editing screen also, we have a different menu. Commands toolbar, project explorer, property window. This is the code window. So this is a complete another screen. So understand all of you how to start the VBA screen, how to enable the developer tab. How to enable the developer tab. Very good. Customize ribbon. You can just right click anywhere in this ribbon. Customize the ribbon. Enable developer tab. Good. Put a shortcut key for open VBA editing screen. Very good. Alt F11. So before starting this VBA work, so you need to take a new workbook only because it's already saved in Excel SM extension name. So we have to always save that in the new extension, that is macro enabled extension name. So just close off this workbook, which we are already using. Let's take the attendance and then continue with VBA. Amina is present. Shruti R. Answer your attendance, all of you. Shruti R is present. Only for the sake of attendance, you need to join the class. If you really want to work, then only you can join the class. Okay. Shruti R is present. Harshita. Anushka. Farin. Rashmi B. Albina Sneha. Rekshita.
Present, ma'am.
Chandini.
Present, ma'am.
Vinisha Shri. Niranjana.
Ma'am, you missed my name. Deepti, yes.
Deepti, yes. Okay.
Present, ma'am.
Niranjana.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you missed my name too, ma'am.
What's your name? Vaishnavi.
K, ma'am.
Okay, Vaishnavi K. Right. Vinsha. Preeti.
Present, ma'am.
Subhangi Priya.
Present, ma'am. Ma'am, on 17 I was present, but you marked me absent.
On 17th.
Ma'am, I was present. The very
I was
first
not
day.
having any records in that.
Ma'am, I replied in a chat box also. 17. You taught basic. You taught what MS and all.
Jovita.
Present, ma'am.
Chaitra.
Present, ma'am.
Isha.
Present, ma'am.
I'm not going to give you present.
Ma'am, I had my CME class going on even today, 2 to 4. Even last Saturday, ma'am.
Yesterday also you just attend only 1 hour. After the attendance, you didn't attend the class only. Everything we are observing.
Yes.
Whether I need to give a present or absent for you.
Ma'am, give present, ma'am.
This is the last chance.
Okay.
But next 5 days, if you're not attending properly, I'm not going to give present.
Okay, ma'am.
Ashwini, yes.
Present, ma'am.
Shweshika.
Present, ma'am.
Sneha.
Present, ma'am. Ma'am, on 20th also I was present, ma'am.
Shweshika, check it out. You are present on 20th also. And
Yes, ma'am. But I had lot of network issues, ma'am.
Sunaina.
Ma'am,
Yeah, ma.
ma'am, first 2 classes I was present, ma'am.
Who's that?
First 3 classes, Isha.
Okay.
First 3 classes I was present.
Sunaina.
Present, ma'am. Ma'am, I was present in second class also, ma'am. Only one class I was absent.
Manisha. Nikita. Aarti. Aarti.
Ma'am, Sunaina here, ma'am. Ma'am, I was present in second class. You marked me absent.
Even based on whatever you replied only, I marked as present and absent.
No, ma'am. When you marked all of the sudden thing, also that time also I replied, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, Aarti present, ma'am. Now,
Hmm.
actually, when you call out my name, my network went. So,
Yeah, I just marked.
last second.
Yeah, I marked present only.
Thank you, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me,
Ma'am,
who is
Nikita
this?
present.
Just now you
Nikita.
joined, right?
Ma'am?
You joined just now, right?
Ma'am, actually I had network problem, ma'am. No power in home, that's why.
Okay, you attend the class. The end I will give you the attendance.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
So now we will start with the VPA. So I told you there are two ways where you can record as well as write the coding. Coding is written in VBA editing screen. Just take a new sheet, new workbook, not new sheet, new workbook only. I'm just opening. Whatever you will do it here, that you can record with the help of view tab, those record macros. Is that okay? Otherwise, you can go for developer tab, click on macros. So here you can write the macro name. Macro name is like nothing but your how you will specify the workbook name. In the same way, here also to identify your project name, you have to give the macro name. Macro name is nothing but project name. Okay, any doubts? So what is macros? This is just a coding window or coding project which consists of all your automated tasks. So to start your VB editing screen, you know that Alt F11 is used to open your VB editing screen. So in this, you can see that. So here you should require to enter the blank model. With the help of model only, we are going to write the code. I just show you how to insert model later. So here, when you write the code, that is going to execute in your Excel. Okay, that two ways. One is recording, other one is writing your code. That we will do one by one. So first we will start recording and repeating the same thing wherever you require. Again, for this recording is also available in two different type of a reference method, relative method and absolute method. By defaultly, Excel is going to record all your work in absolute method. Absolute means what? Constant. So if I write something here, the same thing will be appear in other worksheets also. So let me first start recording this. So all of you observe here. I just place a cursor in A1 in a new workbook in a new sheet. I click on record. Record macros. So it is by default asking a macro name. I just give the macro name called as demo1. Okay. And click the button called create. So it is directly take you the coding window. sorry, not the macros, record macros. So take the macro name. Macro name is showing us macro 1 by default. You can just change the name as demo. You can also assign any shortcut keys where only that particular shortcut key can use instead of run this project. So I just also assign the shortcut key later. I click OK. And you can see that there is a command called stop record instead of record macro. Instead of record macro, what it is showing? Stop record. That means whatever you are doing in this Excel spreadsheet, it's keep on recording it already. So I type some information. Name, price. So product 1, product 2, product 3, try to find out the total. So how you will find the total? Alt equals. Whatever we done now, it is recorded. So I complete it. I will click the button called as stop recording. It is stopped its recording. Okay. So I just opens the next sheet, the sheet 2. Whenever I go for view tab, macros, view macros. The macro name what we are given as demo, it is showing here. I click the button called as run. Immediately the same thing is appearing here without changes. N number of time in all the sheets I can insert. And you can also assign one shortcut key for that. How to assign a shortcut key also I will show you. I just go for macros, view macros, select the macro name. There is an option called options. I just enter A is the option, Shift A, Control Shift A. If I press this, that macro should be run. Click OK. Click close. When I use Control Shift A, it is repeating. Control Shift A, it is repeating. But it is repeating where? In the same cells, not in any other cells. Say I just delete this. I place cursor here. I press Control Alt A, but it is repeating in the same cells. Because as I told, the recording by default happens in absolute reference format. Did you all understand how to record macros? And assign the shortcut. So shortcut key is very easy. Go to view tab, go to macros. Under the macros, we have view macros. So you can see the name here, macro name. So demo is a macro name what I'm given. Select that macro name, click on options. Under the options, you just type any shortcut key along with the control. So if I use Control Shift 1, not numbers, alphabets, Control Shift A, Control Shift B, or Control B. Instead of Shift also, just Control A, Control B, like this also, you can just assign any of the shortcut. Finally, click OK. Is done all of you? Recording of macro. Did you all repeated the same with the shortcut in other sheets also? Right. So now We just disable this absolute method and activate the relative method, that is relative reference, and then record it. I just delete all these macros in the same sheet. I just deleted everything. Even the macros also I'm deleting it. View macro, delete. So I just take a new workbook only. So I don't have any macros in this at present. You can also check it out in the developer tab, Visual Basic. See, everything is blank. I don't have anything here. So I just again use record macros by selecting use relative reference. First you activate this use relative reference. See, it is highlighted. Now you click on record macro, give a name. So I just again give as demo only. You can also assign the shortcut key. I just use Control Shift A only, or just Control A. Okay, Control Shift A. So click OK. So now I start recording it. Name. And one. Total, and I will enter here alt equals. So now I will click on this stop recording. So when I press Control Shift A, see, wherever I require I can able to paste. Before it was not possible because by default it was taking in absolute method, absolute reference. So this is how you can record. This is a one step recording, which is already what you're doing, your action, and assign one shortcut key and repeat a number of times. So if you are going to write the code, how it will be, see, whatever we done, the recording also, VBA screen will automatically take in a format of coding. By default, one model itself, it is inserted, and it is written this many coding. I hope you understand how to record the macros in relative reference. Did you assign the shortcut key, Shweshika? I just use a shortcut key to enter. If you're not assigned the shortcut key, you can go for View tab, Macros, take the name, click on Run. If you want to assign the shortcut key, click on Option and assign the shortcut. So whenever you want it to run, place a cursor, go to Macros, select the macro name, run. N number of times you can run this. So instead of keep on, click this. Right, I just show you again with different example, okay? See, go to Developer tab. First, before recording only, activate this. It should be highlight like this in a gray color. Use relative references. It should be highlight. Then only you can paste wherever you require. Okay. So click on record macro. So macro 2, by default, how you will get book 1, book 2, book 3. I will be also getting as macro 1, macro 2, macro 3 is a by default macro name, project name. So I just type as addition. Okay, any name you can give. So click shortcut key. Place a cursor along with the control. I just use Control Z. Sorry, Shift Z. Control Shift Z is a shortcut key. I assign it. It's done. And finally click OK. So now the stop recording should highlight. Just start entering whatever you require. I require student name, marks. This is my student name, A, B, C, D, E, and student marks. Okay, I will stop this record. Stop recording. If you don't know, you forgot your shortcut key, go to View tab, Macros, View Macros. Here you have a name, addition. Click Run. Wherever you require, you can just run this. If you know the shortcut key, use the same shortcut key. I assign Control Shift Z. N number of time I can use the same shortcut. Is all of you getting it? So I just going to save this by pressing Ctrl S. I will save this by pressing Ctrl S, and I save in a desktop only. I take browse. I save in desktop with the name called macro example 1. And what is the save as type we have to choose? Very good. Macro enabled, not all files. Macro enabled workbook format. XLSM extension name. Click save. And you can see the regular format and now what we saved. See, this is our regular Excel file format. And this is macro enabled format. If you have this is the icon, then your work is saved in macro enabled. Just move your mouse pointer. You can see that type Microsoft Excel macro enabled worksheet. When you start opening this, I just double click to open. It always helps you to security warning alert by displaying this bar enable content. If you're not going to enable this, your coding cannot be seen. It will delete automatically. Always, if you want to work your project, enable this option, enable content. So you can also go for VB editing screen by pressing Alt F11. You can see that what are the coding it is added. Does all of you understand this? Right. So now you are done with the how to record it in your Excel spreadsheet in a relative and absolute method, absolute references, whichever you want, you can record and you can assign the shortcut. But how to write the code? Which are the procedures you have to use to write the code? So we have options. Go to Developer tab, Visual Basic. Again, open the Visual Basic editing screen. See, whatever you are written the macro name is starting with sub. This is one of the type of procedure. Okay, it is one of type of procedure. So always your coding will be start with subroutine procedure. It's called as subroutine procedure. This is the macro name. Macro name is always need to be end with open and close bracket. In the middle of this, you have to write the code. At the end of your subroutine, you have to end with end sub. So between this subroutine procedure, you have to write the code. To write this code, first you have to insert the model. Model is nothing but it's a container which contains all your coding, all your projects. Just say acts as a container which contains all your projects. So how to insert this? Go to insert tab, insert menu, click on model. N number of models can be inserted. This is the new model. So here you have to write the. So you can also control your coding with the help of buttons. So I just type, as we discussed, subroutine is a procedure need to be start your VBA coding with the macro name. I give the macro name is ABC. Okay. Within this, I just writing some message. It has to be displayed one box, message box. So I just write as MSG box. It's called as message box. Okay. So this is one of the project. A small line I written here. This has to be controlled from the Excel spreadsheet by inserting one button. I just move to the Excel spreadsheet, or you can just press Alt F11 again. I place a cursor, go to the option called as controls. Under again developer tab, controls, click on insert, insert the button. Just drag and drop it, the button is inserted. It is asking which is the project has to be assigned for this button. I am selecting ABC is a project name, that is macro name. Click OK. The button is assigned. You can just even edit. Okay. So now if I click this button, I'm getting a message. Hi, welcome to VBA class. So I can control a big project with small button. This is how you can control the projects with the help of button. I no need to go to that particular code window and run. I can run that project with the help of assigning one small button. Is it clear? Will you do this? Do it fast. First, all of you insert the model. If this is done, from tomorrow we are entering with more commands, more information inside this coding. This is what you are going to learn other 4 classes. First, you click on insert, click on model, insert the model and write this code. Is all of you completed? All of you written the code? Right. I'm getting only one reply. I want everyone to be enter this code in your model. Right. So all of you again open your Excel, Alt F11, where you can switch between Excel to VBA screen, VBA to Excel screen. Add one button in the developer tab. Click on insert, click on form control button, form control. Just drag and drop it in your Excel spreadsheet. It just directly opens your assign macro dialog box. Select the macro name what you're given. Click OK. See, when it is in design mode, you can able to edit this contents. I just editing this contents as click here. Okay. So off this design mode to work this button. Is done all of you?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's saying cannot run the macro, and the macro may not be available in this workbook.
Are you written that coding with the VBA screen?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the name you are given macro name? As same you are written?
Yes, ma'am, I have written the same thing.
Are you assigned this macro for that button?
Yes, ma'am.
Check it out again. Just go to right click on that button.
Okay.
Go to assign macro. Select that macro name. Click OK again. Now you again click on that button and check it out. Is all of you getting?
Ma'am, I'm still getting demo and demo 1.
Not getting ABC in the list?
No, ma'am, I'm not getting ABC and all in the list.
Is it in the same workbook or different workbook? Check it out. Don't open multiple books, you will get confused. Is Rashmi is present? Alpina Sneha absent. Rekshita present. Shanti present. Krishnavika present. Niranjana. Vinsha is present. Chaitra Chandran.
Present, ma'am.
Yeah.
Present.
Vinisha, Vinod. Aarti.
Present, ma'am.
Check it out. Vinisha Vinod is absent. Isha is absent. Vinsha is absent. Niranjana is absent. Albina Sneha is absent. Rashmi B is absent. Fareen is absent. Anushka is absent. Harshita, Shruti, Amina. Is your name is there in your absent list? No, right? Okay. So till here, whatever we done, you work. Any doubts in this? Whatever we done with this, we be any doubts? Do you have any doubts till now what we done? VBA is very, very, very important when you go to the field of your career. So it is very useful in the businesses. So first, we just started only the beginning work today. So tomorrow, that is on Monday class, we are going to enter the more commands inside this VBA editing screen. So you need to just observe that where which type of a commands is used and why it is used for. It is very important. Okay, we'll also use some projects to control your buttons. So thank you. So next class we will meet on Monday at 4 o'clock. Don't forget to submit your assignment.